Hello everybody. Look. Son. Sam at Bitsy Bobsy, the ginger vampire, stealing that for you, John Smith, that you'll never watch these videos. My favourite musician of all times. Lovely guy. Anyway, I am on the Jansno X50. If any's look back further in the channel, you see I was on the Jansno X60 and I loved it. Oh my God. Just for comedic value, you need to watch that. That was my very real impression of that bike with the dual motors. So this is a single motor e-bike. So Jansno very kindly asked if I wanted to do another one, and I said yes, because I really like the stuff. And thinking the market out there, they are one of the top contenders for value for money. Now, this is a 17 amp hour one that I'd asked for, I'm pretty damn sure, because it's a massive battery, which is great, because it's good when we're on trails like this. It's not something we used to do before, but now because of the e-bikes, it's opened up my eyes and the world, indeed, to another idea of things to do. So we've got the 20 inch by 4 inch fat tyres, we've got a single speed motor in the back, and the unfortunate thing about this bike is they do limit it to 15.5 mile an hour, which is great, thank you for doing that. It's just a shame that it's not a 250 motor stamped, and the reason being is, this bike, unlike every other monkey bike, and I'm going to ram some numbers down you here because these are monkey bikes that I've had a test off the top of my head. So we've got the Ingwe M20, we have the Haidas B6, we have the Jansno X60. I'm sure there's other ones I can't remember right there now, but these are ones I've had a shot of. You can't really ride them as bikes because your knees come up too high, and I'm only 5'7", and it's belting my jiggly 100 kilos about the place. This doesn't do that. This is the cheapest one that they've got in the range too, and that's the surprising bit, is this has got the absolute perfect height that you can cycle as a proper bike. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it looking at it, because it looks the same as the other bikes, but it's not. So I always try and look for the hidden feature of said bikes all the time and tell you the most important points of them, where I think are the best points of them. The best point to this bike is 1,000,000% is the fact that you can pedal it. You could pedal a monkey style motorbike e-bike. It is lovely. It's NFC, which is fantastic, obviously, for tapping it for security. The light and everything is great in the front. I love the indicators, great touch. The suspension taking my weight is very nice and bouncy. On these trails, I'm not getting annoyed. It's very comfortable, very comfortable. Again, I'm very impressed with Jansno's bikes that they come out with and what they do. Now, the mirrors, they don't come with it. They're about an extra, I think it's about £15–20. They're worth every penny. They're fantastic. The bike's easy to modify and go out the box. Now, me being about 5'7", I think anybody else will be able to fit on this and pedal it the way that I've just told you. Well, let me see. The reason I'm saying let me see is I can go further back in the seat. So the further back I go in the seat, the more length I've got to my range, and the more range is, it might be able to take somebody about 6 foot-ish. And I say it's unheard of bikes in this styling, but honestly, if you've had a shot at a few of them, you'll notice that they do the exact same thing, which is really annoying. Because I want to ride them. I know some people want to go out and use the throttle. Now, this bike does have space for a throttle, and it's just sitting there. You can connect one if you want to, obviously. You're off-road, go for it. Now, what else does it have? Well, because I'm telling you it's limited to 15.5 mile an hour, underneath the seat there is the cable to disconnect to make it go faster. It's not easy to get at though, because you would need to remove the seat to do so. I haven't had a good shot of the power just now, so I'm going to have a shot just to see what it does. I thought the screen when I first seen it was a little bit boring out the box, because there's no colour and stuff on it. But you've got to remember, this is premium bike, as in premium. There's a lot of quality for the price, because all these other bikes that I've rammed off the top of my head, they are coming up to the £1,000 mark. This is nowhere near that. Even with a massive battery, this is nowhere near that. I love the colour of the seat, it's lovely. The seat in itself is so comfortable. But I love the fact that even if I don't want to cycle just now, I've put it on power assistance too. I'm just turning my legs, I'm not putting any effort into it. But if I want to cycle, I can just go right up the gears and then I can start to push through with my own legs. I love that. I love that. And I can honestly say that this X50 is the only one that does that. Now, before I put my foot down a wee bit and go a bit faster and see what we can do and stuff like that, I know it'll be 15.5, but you know, see what it can do. I want to say to anybody out there having a watch at the video, do you want to see the X70? Because that's the last one they've got in the range that they've not tested on the channel. If you want to see that, pop a wee note in the comments. I'll try my best. Jansno are lovely people to deal with, and I love testing out their bikes. Even though I have to go quite a wee bit out of my way to do it, I will happily do it because it's great fun. So there we go, that's me up at assistance 5 because there's 5 modes. And it's hitting the 15.5, no problems. It's not doing anything it shouldn't be. It'll tell you the voltmeter on the battery as well, which is great, so it can give you a rough idea of where you're sitting in case you are worried that you're going to run out of power. On trails like this, I must say this is definitely Jansno's doing. It wouldn't be something where I would normally think about doing much, but this is really nice. And as per usual, as I like to mention in the channel, just to tell you all and that, you know, mental health has been absolutely rubbish, as per usual. It always is. This is cheering me up. The bike is cheering me up. And for the price that you would pay, you know, it cheers me up. But not legal on the UK roads, but Jansno don't pretend that it's legal on the UK road like a lot of other people will do with their bikes. So fair play to them, at least they say that. And it's a shame that it's not legal, and the reason being is it's locked to 15.5 miles an hour. You can go in and try and press whatever you want in that dash, it's not going to unlock. You would need to physically move that wire, which is a great idea. It's fantastic. So who would I recommend this bike to? Well, the funny thing is about this bike is because it's tall-ish, and I say tall-ish compared to the other ones because I can cycle it properly. Who would I recommend it to? Well, my wife's only 5 foot on the dot. She managed to get on it. She's never been on a bike like this. First impression, she's done about, in the making of the video, we've maybe done about 8 miles. And she was very impressed with it. She's telling me that she can't believe there's a bike out there like the monkey style bike, because I gave her a shot of them on one. She doesn't like them. But I don't know if it's because she likes it because it's not got the full power going right through it. She prefers something a bit tamer. So if I was to unlock it and take it for a run, I'm sure you would find a difference. Again, if any of you are interested, pop a wee note in the comments. You never know, I might end up unlocking it and taking it out the back road and see what it does. I know that it'll probably do 25 miles plus, I know that. Another thing that the bike's got that most bikes don't have these days, which is really nice, is it does have a USB port underneath the... Just checking the babysitter's there, alright? She's there. It has a USB port underneath the instrument cluster, which is fantastic, because obviously you want to charge anything, you just plug it straight in. I love the headlight. The horn it's got is a operation. See if this isn't an advert for Scotland, for get yourself out into the great outdoors, then what is? I mean, honestly, what is? This is beautiful. We couldn't have picked a better day. Note to self, check Google Maps. So I don't really care that I'm lost, because any excuse to ride this Jansno X50 a wee bit more, because I'm really enjoying it. What a budget bike. I mean, when you look at the price, when I put the price on the screen and stuff, what I talk about at the end, it's so cheap. I mean, this is the cheapest fund I think you're going to have on the bikes with this style of biking. So yeah, would I recommend this bike? Yes, of course I would. It seems like I'm recommending a lot of bikes in the channel. I'm trying to tell you why I'm recommending them though. So I'm saying to you, I'm going to recommend them because of A or B or C. I'm going to recommend this one just because I do like this styling. I've always liked this type of styling, but I've never thoroughly enjoyed it. In the other videos you will have seen me, I've had good fun on them, but I can't cycle them properly. Like I can't, it's not comfortable. In long distance, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. Just to point out lastly on the video as well though, the battery has also got a USB port, so should you need to charge devices, just like my Insta X4 that I have for now, which I should have charged. See if I just took a cable with me, just one USB-C cable, I would have been absolutely fine. and I didn't. And I feel like an idiot for it. Yeah, so because the battery is lasting quite a long time, sorry, that's in my nose. Because the battery's lasting quite a long time, I'm not bothered about taking this extra places where I've got hundreds of battery life. So this is a walkthrough with the Jansno X50. The wing mirrors don't come with it, but Jansno do sell them very cheaply. I think it's under £15. They are a must, they are fantastic. 7-speed Shimano gears. Got a nice angled handlebar, which is a lot nicer when you're cycling. Got the battery meter there and everything at the front. If we go around and have a look, we have the massive headlight, which is nice, and indicators. Nice big fat tyres. Massive big battery in this one. I went for the bigger one. It's good to show off. The seat is lovely, the height is perfect. It's so much better for cycling. We don't have hydraulic brakes on this one, but to be fair, with the price that it goes for, I mean, I wouldn't really expect it. We've got the lights and everything at the back. Stunning.
Hi everyone, it's Marie from Bitsy Bopsy, out on another beautiful day on another cracking bike. So today we have the Jansno X50. It's like a monkey bike, motorbike type. It's actually really cool. I've never really been on one of these, so this is actually a whole new thing for me. The seating position is brilliant because you can't adjust the seat on this one. It's got a lovely big seat, like you can sit back, which I quite like to do and relax, stretch my arms out because that's a really comfortable position. I could come a wee bit closer. You can just choose. It's like you've got a whole option of choice on where to put your bottom on the seat. It's really comfy. It's absorbing all these bumps on this off-road track that we're on just now. It's got a good sized battery. Sam will give you all those details. It's got a nice bend in the handlebars, which I really like. I like the bend in the handlebars. To me, I just like that look. But also it's got your 7-gear Shimano. It's got brakes. They're not hydraulic, but they are still pretty good. They're really good. It's got suspension on the front, and I'm sure it's got rear suspension. Yep, and it is definitely, taking in all these bumps. There's so many stones on this road that we're on just now. That's why I'm going to go a wee bit slow. Currently on pedal assist 1 because it's so bumpy. But I'm going to crank it up in a wee minute. There's a bit of a big puddle in front of me now, so I'm just going to get around this first. Okay, so let's see. Oh, it does have indicators, a slide button over and back to indicate, which is good, and it has a horn, and it also has brake lights. So Sam will show you that in the walk around, but that's a really good thing because not all e-bikes have a brake light, which I always think is really important to have. So I'm going to go into pedal assist 2, pedal assist 3. Oh my goodness, oh my god, pedal assist 3 is actually quite fast already. Jeez, oh. So we're just down at those windmills there. Windmills. Wind turbines even. Yeah, I do like to come out with nonsense all the time, as I do. They're massive. But I'm going to get off this road. It is like proper off-road, I suppose. This is ideal for these type of bikes. This is what these are made for. So I'm in pedal assist 3. Absolutely enjoying this. Going up the hill, not a bother at all. Sorry. This is just a lovely cycle. Lovely cycle indeed. The sun is so beautiful, so bright. Definitely what you need to do and get out and about, enjoy it. But this is good fun because, as I said, I don't normally do this type of off-road cycling, and it is really good fun, especially on a bike like this one. Yeah, the Jansno X50. It is proven to be one I'm liking. So comfortable as well. The display is a nice display. Oh, sorry. I'll just go over all these bumps first. But going over these bumps is not a bother at all for this bike. It is totally absorbing all of the wee bumps. The seat is so comfortable, I'm not feeling any of that. So I suppose it's a good test to let you know that you really can go on a really bumpy road. The display is really nice. It's nice and easy to use. Up and down for the pedal assist and the power buttons next to it. But yeah, so this is a really cool bike. I really like it, and it's something that I probably thought I wouldn't actually go for at first. It's kind of a step through. I like a step through. It's not really a step through, but it's a wee bit lower than other bikes, and the monkey bike type style is actually really cool. So yeah, I'm really liking this.
And the Jansno X50, fantastic bike, absolutely love it. As I was saying when I was on the ride out though, what I did notice compared to this and other bikes of similar stature, this for me at 5'7", I can pedal that no problem. I did look at Marie, who's about 5 foot, and think that she couldn't make it onto the pedals and stuff like that, but she was fine, and she says that she absolutely loves it, which is great because then it means it's not just for me, it can be shared between her as well, which also in turn could be shared with my daughter because she's about the same height as my wife. So anyway, back to the bike. So we've got a 7-speed Shimano 200 gears. We do not have hydraulic brakes, but I will put the price up on the screen telling you how much it costs. Can't ditch the bike for that. It doesn't matter. I mean, really, I don't know if I needed them that much anyway, because if I did have hydraulic brakes, I'll tell you on these trails that I've been on, they will lock up and I will skid everywhere. So I actually would prefer having these because I've got more of a feel through them. We've got indicators at the front, a massive big light at the front as well, which is fantastic. Now we have a brake light, and that might not seem like much, but there's a few bikes I've just done the channel there that don't even have brake lights. So it has that. Got a horn. So we've got the connections just down here. Also, just to point out to you, is not only has this got a USB connector right here, it has one on the battery as well. That's fantastic if you've got things you want to take with you in charge all the time. Great selling point to the bike. Now this is the 17 amp hour one. You can get on with a smaller battery and save yourself money. I wouldn't do that. I just think it's a bit silly. Listen, everybody gets range anxiety. You may as well buy the bigger battery if you can afford to do it. So you've got your key locked in at the side, and it is NFC on the tap-in, so you will need a card for doing that, or you put in a password. I'm sure you can turn it off, but it's just the case that it's easier just to tap the NFC. On the bike, it is limited to 15.5 mile an hour in the UK, which would be great if they'd stamped at 250 watt the motor. Now, not saying that that's the right thing to do, but how many other companies do that? Certainly, I think you would sell a lot more of them, and, you know, if you can get that through, and if that's the case, then go for it. But as it stands though, the extra surprise with this bike is underneath here. There is one wire under the seat to disconnect. There is 4 big massive screws that go through the seat though, so it's not easy to get your hand and do there. I'm sure with some modification there could be, but again, certainly the price, that's what I'm saying, I think it's a great thing for it. The mirrors themselves, they don't cost that much money. So at £20, again, I'm like, go and buy them. They're really actually well made. There's so many ways to adjust these things as well. Didn't expect much for them for the price, but they're really great and they don't bobble about all the time. I've been used to motorbike mirrors and they do that a lot. So maximum speed is saying about 28 mile an hour when it's unlocked. I think it will get close to that. Maybe not with my size, but I do think it will do. We've got the 20 by 4 inch tyres and it's a 1000 watt motor at the back, but it does say it's a 1000 watt peak, so I'm not sure exactly what it is fully. It may be 750. I'm not 100% sure on that one. Now it's saying the range for the battery says about 30 miles it thinks if you have a throttle. Now just to point out, here is where you would plug in your throttle. So if you want a throttle on it, it's very easy to do so. Or if you are pedalling, they reckon about 50 miles. With a 17 amp hour battery, I think that should be doable, but it depends the trails. If you're out in a place like you're out today, I don't think it'll get fully that amount, but it will get a decent way to going. So the bike weight, it says it's about 45 kilos. Now, I've got another bike that I just done not long ago that was about 50 kilos, and this, although it does feel heavy, it doesn't feel as heavy as the other one. And I'm not really sure where most of it is, unless it's in the frame and stuff. And might I just point out the frame and the colour of the bike, its styling is beautiful for the price. And everything I keep going back to for the price is because if you expect a £3 bike at a £700 price, you're not getting that. But what you are getting is you're getting something that is fantastic value. Jansno is a great company. I have no problem dealing with them. What also I'd like about them is they'll even tell you when you're on their website, they will ship from the UK. They have got warehouses about everywhere, which is fantastic. If you want the bike in a hurry, then go for it. So this bike, who would I recommend it for? Is everyone. The reason I'm saying everyone is unless you've got hip problems, which I kind of laugh about that into myself, is because my wife has hip problems. She still gets on it. Now, that would say to you then, who would you... Still everybody. Anybody can get their leg over it. I'm not going to make a joke. I'm not. I'm going right. Oh, no. This is a beautiful bike, seriously. And thanks for watching the channel. I think by now, hopefully we'll be over about, I don't know, 32. Let's go for 32,000. That's where I'm hoping to be at this point when it comes out, because I keep churning out this everywhere on every social media that I can to get the channel forward and sharing it here, there and everywhere, and asking everybody else to do the same. And if you could please do that, that would make me happier.
Hey everyone, it's me Marie's Magic Moments on Bitsy Bopsy. So today we have the Jansno X50 and I got the key, I got the secret. So I just love this because any wee gadget is ideal. So you tap it and it opens the bike, starts it up, it's brilliant. What I do love about this bike is I love the seat. I just find it so comfortable, it absorbs all the bumpy bits that we were on here on this off-road. I also love the handlebars, but I'm 5 foot and yes, I can get my leg over. It is ideal. It's unusual because I don't really like these type of bikes. Hold on, swing this hip round. But it's opened a whole new world for me in the sense of exploring with it, and I actually do really like this. And this is my Bitsy Bopsy mascot. It is so ideal. But do you know what? It is a whole new type of fun for me, and I do really think it's good. And do you know what? Yeah, it is a wee bit of a cheeky monkey, and it's actually ideal for me because, yeah, I really like it. Lovely style, and it's totally different. Something I wouldn't think it was going to be. Cheers. Hey everyone, it's me Marie's Magic Moments. That's what it's going to be called now. So we have the Jansno X5 Pro, I think, yes. Right, no, stop. I was going to say X50, what is it?
Yes, you